and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to give you a major life update, and I think you're already seeing that, and that is I got my braces finally. And to be honest, I didn't really want to get braces because I'm turning 24, and this is the age where you look hot and you just go out there and feel your most confident self. But the only thing I regret is not wearing braces earlier. But, anyways, out of pure pressure from my parents and a little bit of want to wear it, I finally got my braces. So, the reason why I got my braces was because my front two teeth were a little pointing forward. I've had this insecurity for the longest time. The insecurity was not very intense, but sometimes when I really laugh out loud, I was very conscious of my teeth. And I thought, but at least my teeth were straight. So I thought, okay, maybe braces are not required. Maybe it is fine. Maybe I can live with it. And it was not until earlier this year when one of my cousins had gotten braces done and her results were really amazing. And that's when my parents kind of started putting this pressure on me that, you have to get braces as well. And I really wanted to get braces, but I am not at the age where I have to have braces because I just sometimes wish I got it earlier, but that didn't happen. So, anyways, this video I'm going to tell you about the whole journey of how I got my braces. So, let's get going. So it was earlier this month in September when I had my first appointment with my dentist. So he told me that I had to remove four of my premolars. So if you don't know what premolars are, it is the fourth teeth from the front. My initial concern was only my upper front two teeth. So I had asked the doctor if I can get only two premolars removed, but he was like, no, because when that happens, then when the upper tooth goes back, then your lower tooth will be a little forward and your face will not be symmetrical. So he had advised me to remove all four of my premolar teeth. So one, two, three, and four. Like I got all of my premolars removed. So after the first appointment with the doctor, I was still in the deciding stage, as in should I get it or should I not get it, and I was very confused. But then I finally booked another appointment with the doctor, and I went for the second appointment where I finally decided to get my tooth extracted. So the first appointment, they removed two of my premolars, that is on my right side. They removed the upper premolar and the lower premolar, and then the next week I got the remaining two of my premolars removed. So the procedure of it was they give you anesthesia in your mouth, so they inject it inside your mouth so you don't have pain at all. The entire procedure is completely painless. That's one thing that I love. This whole procedure of wearing braces happened over the span of 3 weeks. So first, after removing the first two premolars, it had to heal, and then we removed the next two premolars and that had to heal, and then on the third week we finally put my braces. So what happened was there was a little complication for me. So what happened was three of my premolars were removed successfully, but one of my premolars, that is on my left side, it was comparatively hard to remove it. And so that's the reason the doctor had to do some extra sort of procedure to remove it. I didn't really ask it because I was too scared at the point. So they had to do some bone cutting over here in order to completely remove the tooth. So as a result, I had dry socket in this part, which is very painful, and I could see the bone, and I was very scared. And when I finally went for my third dentist appointment, what happened was she just had to do some procedure to like remove that dry socket or cure that dry socket. To be honest, I didn't ask the dentist what was the procedure because I was very scared at that point. I didn't want to know the details of what they did inside my mouth because I was already in so much fear. So when I was in that chair, I heard them talk that this was not supposed to happen, right? And I freaked out and I fainted in the dentist chair. And after like 2-3 minutes, I was back to normal. And the doctor was like, you're grown up. You have to like take all of this. And I know, but then I don't know what sort of fear I got. This whole thing, I kept Googling. Do not, one advice I will give you is that after your tooth extraction or after you put your braces, do not Google anything because that is going to cause you depression. Because half the people on the internet say that extraction and braces was the best decision, and half the people say that it was the worst decision. You don't know their entire story. So once it's done, do not Google what is happening because that is not going to help you. I started Googling stuff and using ChatGPT for research purposes after my tooth extraction, and I read a lot of cases where people said it is not good, don't do it, and all of that. But there was this one YouTube video where a person showed her entire journey of wearing braces, and her teeth came out to be very pretty. So that was the last video I watched on braces and tooth extraction, and I was like, this is one good video that I watched. The results are amazing. I'm going to believe that, and I'm just gonna hope for the best. And that's all. That was the last video that I checked up on Google. It's been almost 2 weeks since I wore my braces, and right now, from the past 2 days, I've been feeling better and I've been able to talk better. That's why I finally decided to make this video. So, yeah, so now it's been 2 weeks since I wore my braces, and I'm finally starting to feel a little comfortable in it. One thing is that I'm okay with wearing it, but I'm also doing content creation. So I'm like, I don't want to shoot videos where I'm wearing braces. Like, I want to look pretty. That was one thing that kind of really bummed me out, because you can't do anything. At least, like, going out and talking to people also is manageable, but like shooting content, you cannot hide the fact that you're wearing braces. And I was like, bro, for another 18 months this is my story. But anyways, I am just grateful for the fact that I got to wear braces. And yeah, so let's just hope for the best. I need to wear it for 18 months, and then I need to wear a retainer for another 3 years. But retainers are fine because they are firstly invisible. For the first 6 months to 1 year, you need to wear it every day, but after that you can reduce it to night wear, and then you can shift it to maybe 3-4 nights per week. That is fine for me, I can manage that. But the only thing was, wearing braces during my content creation was something that bummed me out. But it is what it is. Either ways, I'm super grateful for the fact that I was able to afford wearing braces. So yeah, so let's just hope for the best. If you're a fellow braces buddy, do leave the comments so that we can share each other's pain, but also share the fact that we are going to come out on the other side with the most amazing smile. So yeah, so I just wanted to update you guys on this new thing that has happened in my life. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I hope you found something helpful if you're someone who is going to put braces, or if you're already having braces, if you're planning on wearing it someday. This is all the information that I have. But one information that I will give you is, stop researching more and more once you're done with the procedure, because it's not going to help, right? You're already done with the procedure. What is the point in researching about it now? Unless it is necessary, I would suggest you to not research too much about it, because not all the information you see on the internet is true. So that is one advice that I would give you. And this is not just for braces, it can be for anything. Don't Google too much, don't research. More the information, more is your anxiety, because half of the information is not true. So that's one thing that I learned. So yeah, so I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, do like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and stay tuned for more.